Today we're gonna extend those wires that I tried to extend on Friday. The 22 gauge butt connectors came in, so I'm gonna put those together. I put the new alternator in, so the car should run without the battery draining. We should be good. Should be good to go. I feel like I say this shit every single. We should be good to go. First order of business, I already cut these wires the other day. Reason being, these were already extended because the fuse box is over on that side right now. But I kind of extended them a little too short, so pretty much I just need to legitimately add like 6 or 7 inches or so, just so that it lays flat and I can lay the carpet underneath it with no issue. So pretty much for extending wires, the easiest way that I see it happening, what you need, some butt connectors, some similar gauge to the wire that you're cutting, heat shrink, some wire cutters, and a lighter. So as I'm crimping these wires together, I figured it'd probably be the best. So as I'm extending these wires, I figured I'd talk about resistance a little bit. One of the biggest factors I think that goes into extending wires is that it adds a bit of resistance to the circuit that the wires are attached to. Outside of a resistor, I think there are 2 factors that go into how much resistance is in a certain circuit. One is the size of the wire, and the second is the length of the wire. The bigger the wire, the less resistance. The smaller the wire, the more resistance. The longer the wire, more resistance. The shorter the wire, the less resistance. How they measure it with each wire size, each wire gauge, they do it per 1,000 feet. And with something that of this size, I believe every 1,000 feet, it adds about 6 or 8 ohms of resistance. So me only adding 6 or 7 inches to this circuit, it's not really adding that much resistance where it'll affect the flow of electrons from the battery. But I think it's always a good idea to test it with a multimeter. Yeah, just something to consider. The size of the wires and the amps, that's like a whole nother story. But I figured I'd just talk about resistance for a little bit. Heat shrink all these wires. Everything should be good to go. So the next thing for me to do right now is pop the carpet back in. Trying to shoot and cut these wires took a little longer than expected. So I'm gonna call it right now because I gotta go back to the office and do some wedding related stuff. Do the whole YouTube schmagging thing, the like or comment, or actually comment if I said something wrong, because I don't know all the answers.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got.
Some of this stuff might be false. But yeah, subscribe, like, dislike, comment. Look, see, that's Michelle right now. Look at this. Yeah, I'll be back.